I hate to end the show on a Friday on a sad note, but a sad note it is. Alicia, we're going to give you the last word on this because you're probably closest in terms of the career path that you've taken. So we know that you can take us out on a lighter note, but comedian, legend, icon Paul Mooney passed away on Wednesday from a heart attack at the age of 79. He's best known for writing for Richard Pryor, notably the word association sketch from season 1 of Saturday Night Live in 1975. He wrote for Sanford and Son, Good Times, as well as the first season of Living Color, and also for the Chappelle Show. Let's talk about Paul Mooney, because I know you also knew him well, Dominique.
We're going to me. Okay, I love Paul Mooney. Paul Mooney was an intellectual. He was a trailblazer. He was hilarious, and he was my friend. The very first radio interview I ever did when I came to LA, he was always bringing me presents. He brought me a black media Barbie doll, complete with her own camera and changeable wigs, and he was always telling me, "You can do it," and just so proud of me as a black woman to be able to be on the air in the media. And, rest in peace, Paul. What a genius.
Dr. Oleka.
I knew Paul Mooney from the Chappelle Show. That was where I first heard of him. Incredibly funny man, incredibly inspirational, and it's sad to see him go, but it is very thankful that he had the career that he had to inspire so many people like Alicia to get involved in the comedy game.
Ed?
Yeah, just respect, right? For us as a community, comedians hold a special spot in our hearts. And when you start thinking about the greats, the Richard Pryors, the Eddie Murphys, there are certainly those that had the commercial success, the HBO shows, the big time shows. What I love about Paul's career is the respect is there. And so, you can go into other quarters and folks might not know who he is. But Paul is is one of the titans of comedy. And so a lot of respect to him. I hope a life well lived and may he rest in peace.
My first meeting of Paul Mooney, I was hosting a show that he was on, and a live show. He was doing his stand-up, and I was hosting that show, and we were walking back to his trailer, and a black man came up to him and was like, "Yeah, oh man, I know you." And Paul Mooney said, I can't really say what Paul Mooney said, but he I am. and he turned to me and he said, don't ever let a ninja. I'm trying to think in my mind how to conceal, how to censor it. Don't ever let a ninja pretend like they don't know you. He was who I am. I was like, I'm kind of scared to talk to you now, Paul. I was shooketh. Do you understand what I'm saying? I didn't want to ask. Like, I knew exactly who Paul Mooney was, and I wanted to soak up all this information when we got to his trailer, because that's where he was resting between the shows. And I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get all this information. And then after he said that to that dude, I was like, I don't think I should ask no question.
Right.
Don't ever let a ninja act like he don't know who you are. Alicia, you obviously inspired by many comedians, but Paul Mooney, can you talk about him as we celebrate the legacy of his life and what he meant to Black Hollywood and to Hollywood in totality? And
yeah, woo, man. Paul Mooney was just in a class by himself. We know about Richard Pryor, we know about Eddie Murphy, but he wrote for them. So, a lot of people don't realize that some of the funniest things that they said came from Paul. The man was just a genius, and he was fearless. And I always tell people, if the person, it would have been Paul Mooney, because he don't care who he cussed out. Like this man was so hilarious. I mean, and it's a trip because one of the guys, I think his name was Lee something. He was one of the black guys who put up the power fist, and Lee Evans in 1968 at the Olympics. Lee Evans died the same day Paul Mooney died. Nobody realized it because, like I always say, don't die when somebody bigger than you dies, because you was gonna get swept under. People don't even remember that Farrah Fawcett died because Michael Jackson died at the same time. So poor Farrah Fawcett just got wiped down the road. But Paul, let me tell you what he would have said if he saw you, Tammy. He'd be like, "Oh, Tammy, you got rid of the locks. You must be trying to get a promotion." Because when the hair is relaxed, white people relax. When the hair is nappy, they are not happy. So we know Tammy about to make the big bucks in 2021. She got the right hair.
I won't even know who you peasants are.
Won't even know. What do you say? White people got the complexion for the protection.
Yeah, I'm about to cross over big time. Another thing Paul Mooney always said was there are many stars, but only one moon. I'll leave you on that tonight. Thank you for being here the entire week. Until Monday, everybody, it's a blessing to be in your box on the Tammy McLeod Show on Fox Soul.